Prepare your heart for Black, brown, Jewish, and others who are in the political scene. When the Lord speaks to us about what our callings are, our mission in life, we know that we've got to toss away some personal prejudices and be embracing of individuals in order to get some things done. Other times we're going to run into our share of difficulty, porch back, people who are not going to understand why we do what we do. Okay? There are various things that we've all been exposed to over the years, whether it's been through movies, books, your own mother and father and their personal opinions about people. What some individuals who have said their share of negative things, whether it was about a Black person, a brown person, a Jewish person, or any ethnicity for that matter. One while there, we saw lots of negativity about the Asian community as well. When these sorts of things take place, yes, it's challenging, yes, it's upsetting, but at the same time, God has to prepare a man or woman's heart, okay? All of us, we have our share of issues. And so sometimes in order for those issues to be magnified, we're challenged, okay? Somebody's going to say something, somebody's going to do something. You're going to reevaluate how you feel about some people. You will even think, did I have something to do with this? The reason why they're treating me this way, okay? I want to love people. I don't want to be the problem for people. Sometimes people are going to say things that we don't like, okay? Sometimes they apologize, sometimes they don't, but the train keeps moving. We have to keep moving, okay? There's always going to be some ignorant people on the bus. Now, media is preparing us visually. The Lord is preparing us spiritually for what is ahead. And that means that anybody who has their personal prejudices, they're going to have to reevaluate why they feel the way they feel, why they've been behaving in the way that they've been behaving. One thing that I came across when all of the statements were being made by these different celebrities over the years, not just the two, at the time of this recording, saying some anti-Semitic remarks, but over the years, I mean, when you've been on the planet, for almost, in my case, almost 50 years, you see some of the same old foolishness playing out. And sometimes what entertainers say is magnified on purpose by design to usher in what the agenda manufacturer created by elitists, what they want. Now, Ivanka Trump, she has a Jewish faith, for instance, okay? And she had accepted this faith before she married her current husband, okay? That was something that some of these people who were in support of her father had overlooked. Also, it was said in various media reports that the plan, the hope, was for her to run in 2024. Back in 2017, one headline over on CNN.com described her as America's most powerful Jewish woman. Okay. Time.com had stated in a headline, Ivanka Trump's Jewish identity shouldn't matter. And so when you're testing the pulse of a community, of a society, of a nation, sometimes you're going to use some people to say some things and do some things, or sometimes they'll just hang their own selves. And then in that testing, in that trial period, even God will allow these sorts of things to happen. In the testing, in the trial period, this is where you start to think about how do we change the climate? How do we get people to be more embracing? The same systems that they use to get us to accept people of all different types of sexuality in a way that was not, I mean, of course you're going to disagree with some things, but in a way that wasn't bullying, right? Disrespectful, rude, dangerous, just not being a difficult person, causing all sorts of problems. Okay. The same thing, they're noticing we got a lot of work to do. We got to, get these people in line, because if we do plan on having the first woman and the first woman Jewish president, then, a lot of things got to take place. Of course, if the climate's not right, the season's not right, that sort of thing's not going to take place for many years. Okay. It was the same thing with a black president. I remember back in the 1980s, and, Jesse Jackson, he was running, and at that particular season time, America wasn't ready for that. And then they tried again. And of course, the empathy, sympathy, the black plights, the history, slavery, police brutality, all of it. And then this is where some people would even say, how much is manufactured, you see, in order to get the public to think a certain way, to be more supportive, to be more caring, to be more loving, more kind, you see. So the ignorance is out there, the rudeness is out there, the mean-spiritedness is out there. Lots of things are out there. God speaks to our spirit. He says, I know that you don't like certain things. I know your heart, but I'm prepping you for what is ahead. I'm prepping you for those who will be brown, that will be in powerful positions. I'm prepping you for those who will be Jewish in various segments of our world. And if you're not ready for that, I don't know what to tell you. Sink or swim. That's what my family back in the day used to say, sink or swim. If you're not ready, I don't know what to tell you. The world is changing rapidly. And for some of our older relatives, they're not ready for all of this. Okay. Some of them, they used to ride in the back of the bus. So that's why for some, they were crying. They were just practically losing their minds when Obama took office. And my grandmother, once she saw what she saw, she was happy. And it was just like, okay, I can lead this world now. I finally got to see a black man in office. And there's some who they want to see a Jewish leader take office. There are those in the gay community that they want to see a gay woman or man take office. Okay. I know that nowadays, some of our words that we use, we date ourselves because even the vocabulary changes, and sometimes you don't know if you're being politically correct or not. But I mean no harm in how I explain things. I'm just showing you what people are anticipating, what groups are anticipating. You've got those in the Latino community that very much want to see a Hispanic in the office. Okay. So there's groups that want to see, and then you got women that they want to see. A black woman wants to see a black woman in an office, and, white woman wants to see a white woman in an office, and we can go on and on. And so there are those who say, hey, why not give everybody a chance, right? God, he is God, and he makes things happen, whether you're ready for it or not. And once you see things unfolding right before your eyes, you don't tell the younger generation all of your prejudices and feed them with a bunch of stuff that was fed to you. We want our young people to progress. We want our young people to be strong in mind, body, and spirit. We know that if any of us sat at the table of, yes, Jewish Jesus, that we would probably have to rethink rethink our mindsets a bit, right? Rethink what was told to us. We would probably even be questioning Jesus so much about his lineage, because what drives you to do all of that? Feeling uncomfortable with facts, feeling previous upset and anger because of what this ethnicity did in that one, not being clear on what the facts are. You see, so there's an education that's being done on the public about all of these different groups, and that we can all live on the planet. And if you've got some speeches that are causing problems and division, then we only want those around. Some groups would say we only want those around if we want our people in office. See, so some of this is pushed out there before the masses because we got our people who we want in office. Okay. But when the majority cancels out the minority can either play the part or they can be difficult and cause all sorts of problems for others. If someone asks you, like, what side are you on? If someone asks you, how do you feel about a black, and then, fill in the blank, it could be a black manager. How do you feel about a Hispanic president? How do you feel about a Jewish president? How do you feel? For some, they would be quick to say, I don't feel, because I could care less. Others would say, oh no, I don't want this one, I don't want that one, I just want whatever their ethnicity is. And then you got some who would say, hey, bring it on. I'm down for, whatever, whoever. And then there would be those that would say, absolutely not. That's not what I'm anticipating, nor do I want. So there are those who know that they can't change everyone's mindset. And some aren't even looking to do that. But they are looking for people to act respectful, peaceful, don't be a problem, don't incite wars. Just do what you can to be peaceful among men, among women. So the Lord, he didn't come in the spiritual realm to talk to me about any particular ethnicity or culture or anything like that, other than that love is what we're supposed to exhibit. Patience, kindness, you all know the rest. And anything that we say or we do that goes against those sorts of things, even if we are in a weak moment, angry, things are said or what have you, be quick to apologize. Be quick to admit faults. Try not to be the stubborn one. Try not to be that one. I thank you. I thank you as always for taking time out of your schedule to listen. You've been listening to YouTube nmenterprise 7. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and thank you so much for your donation. Blessings to you.